Hey everybody, a new Skyrim mod released recently called Open Animation Replacer, which is essentially a spiritual successor to the well-known Dynamic Animation Replacer mod, otherwise known as DAR. Basically, these mods are an SKSE framework that allow you to replace animations based on a certain condition. Open Animation Replacer is also completely backwards compatible with all DAR mods, meaning any mod that requires DAR will work seamlessly with the new Open Animation Replacer mod. So why make the switch? Well, firstly, Open Animation Replacer is compatible with every version of Skyrim, including Special Edition, Anniversary Edition, and VR. It also has enhanced features and an in-game menu that is extremely user-friendly and lets you edit your animation mods with ease. Now, the one feature I want to highlight in this video are the configurable animation conditions. I think many people either don't know about or find it too difficult to understand this brilliant feature that will change your Skyrim gameplay immensely. Basically, a condition allows you to set a parameter for when a certain animation will be used or not used. To walk you through an example of setting your own conditions for an animation, I will be using two MCO movesets called Zap and Fancy Sword. Now, you may notice that both of these mods replace the animation for one-handed sword attacks, so by default they are not compatible with one another, as one with the higher priority will always overwrite the other, but with animation conditions we can change that. Firstly, once you have installed Open Animation Replacer, you're going to want to open the in-game UI by pressing Shift-O. This will open the editor menu, and in the top right corner you will see three different modes. By default, the Inspect mode is selected, which will let you look at everything but you cannot make any changes, similar to a read-only setting. Author mode, which allows you to edit the configuration file and is primarily intended for mod authors. And the user mode, the one that we want to select, which allows you to create your own user settings for each animation, so go ahead and select user mode. Then on the Replacer mod tab, you will see a list of all the animation mods you have installed that use the Open Animation Replacer framework. You can see here that I have two mods installed that use this new framework, as well as another folder called Legacy. This is where all the animation mods that use the old DAR framework are kept. If you are like me, you will probably have a whole bunch of mods listed here. You may also notice that all of these mods in the Legacy folder have a priority number associated with them, so it can be hard to tell which mod is which. A simple way to find out is for MO2 users to select the desired mod in their mod list. In this case, I will use the Zap mod. Right-click and select Information. Then in the File Tree tab, follow the Meshes folder pathway until you reach the folder with the DAR conditions priority number. For Vortex users, you can do very similar, just right-click the animation mod from your mod list and select Open in File Manager, then again follow the folder pathway until you get to the DAR priority number folder. This is the number associated with that mod, so just find that same number in the Legacy drop-down menu. For example, I now know that this number 999, 333, 777 is the Zap MCO moveset. Then just open it up and expand the Conditions drop-down menu. Here you will see all the conditions that this animation mod already has, and all we need to do is select Add New Condition. Now you will see that there are quite a few options that you can add, and each one has a short tooltip explaining what it does, or you can read through each one on the mod page itself. To keep things simple, I am just going to select the condition called Is Worn Has Keyword, which means this animation will only occur when a certain keyword is being worn by the character. So let's go with heavy armor. You will need to have some knowledge of keywords for this. For example, if I just type heavy armor, you will see to the right it says not found, meaning there is no keyword called heavy armor. Instead, what we want to write is armor heavy, and you will see the corresponding ID show up to the right. Make sure to save the configuration when you're done, and now the zap animation will only play when I'm wearing heavy armor. Now let's do the same for the fancy sword animation. Again, find the correct folder, expand the conditions menu, and then select Add New Condition. This time, instead of heavy armor, we're going to make it armor light. So now the fancy sword moveset will only be used when my character has light armor equipped. This means I can have both MCO movesets working at the same time. It only depends if I'm wearing heavy armor or light armor. So now the zap moveset will be used when I'm wearing heavy armor, and the fancy sword moveset will be used when I'm wearing light armor. This feature is super simple to implement and allows you to create your own unique playing experience. Other examples of conditions you could apply include making an animation only specific to a certain race, or restricting an animation until a certain perk has been unlocked. The options really are endless, and I highly recommend experimenting with different conditions and seeing what you can come up with. But that's it for this video guide. Thank you for watching. I hope it helped you discover a great new way to experience Skyrim gameplay, and I will catch you again next time. Cheers.